Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Here I am back with another informative video. So the topic of the video is LLC versus sole proprietor, which is better for freelancers or your business in 2025. So starting a business is exciting. You have an idea, the drive, and you're ready to make your mark. But before you dive headfirst into operations, you need to make a crucial decision. How will you structure your business legally? Two common choices for new entrepreneurs, freelancers, and small business owners are the sole proprietorship and the limited liability company, which is also known as the LLC. So, the table of contents contains understanding the differences between these structures and between LLC and the sole proprietorship. Understanding the difference between these structures is vital. This choice impact your liability, how you pay taxes, the paperwork you handle, and even how potential clients or partners perceive your business. This article will break down sole proprietorship and LLCs to help you choose the best fit for your venture. So, what is the sole proprietorship? Let's start with the basics. A sole proprietorship is the simplest and most common way to structure a business. Think of it this way: if you start doing business activities like freelance web design, consulting, or selling crafts, and you don't register as any other kind of business, you are automatically a sole proprietor. It is that straightforward. So, what are the key characteristics of a sole proprietorship? It has only one owner, owned and operated by a single individual. It has no legal separation. Here's the critical part: the law does not see the business as separate from you, the owner. Your business debts are your debts. Your business income is your income, and it has easy setup. Often no formal action is required to legally form a sole proprietorship beyond obtaining the necessary local licenses and permits. It has many advantages. Some of these are the following: it has inexpensive and straightforward setup. You generally don't need to file complex forms or pay hefty fees to the state just to exist as a sole proprietorship. You may need a local business license or permit depending on your industry and location, but that's usually all for the basic structure. This is a low barrier to make. It's incredibly appealing for new ventures. The second advantage it has is the minimal paperwork compared to other structures. The ongoing administrative burden is light. You don't have to file mandatory annual reports with the state beyond license renewal or meet complex internal record keeping requirement imposed by corporate law. The third advantage it has is the pass through taxations. This may sound technical, but it's pretty simple. The business itself doesn't pay income taxes. Instead, all the profits pass through directly to your income tax return, specifically Schedule C of Form 1040. You report the business income and expenses, and the net profit is taxed at your individual income tax rate. This avoids the double taxation that can sometimes occur with traditional corporations. Fourth one is direct control. You are the boss. Period. You make all the decisions without needing approval from partners, shareholders, or a board of the directors. This total control allows for a quick pivots and a simple management. Now we'll discuss disadvantage of the sole proprietorship. The first one is has unlimited personal liability. This is the most significant risk because there are no legal distinctions between you and the business. You are personally responsible for all the business debts and obligations. If your business incurs debt, that it can't pay. Creditors can pursue your personal assets such as your saving accounts, car, or even your house. If someone sues your business client unhappy with your work, someone injured on your business property, your assets are on the line. This lack of protection is a significant concern for many business owners. So, the second disadvantage of proprietorship is difficulty raising capital. Sole proprietorships are often struggle to attract investors or secure bank loans. Investors typically prefer structures like LLCs or corporations that offer ownership shares and limited liability. Banks might also perceive sole proprietorship as riskier due to lack of legal separation and the potential instability that could result if something happens to the owner. And the third one is the limited lifespan. The business extension existence is tied directly to you. If you retire, become incapacitated, and or pass away, the sole proprietorship typically ceases to exist. There is not a separate legal entity that can continue operating independently. And the fourth disadvantage is credibility concerns. Some potential clients, especially larger companies or government agencies, might perceive a sole proprietorship as less professional or stable compared to an LLC or corporation. Using LLC after your business name can add a layer of perceived legitimacy. Now we will discuss what is an LLC. Now let's look at the limited liability company or limited liability corporation. An LLC is a formal business structure registered with state. So think of an LLC as a hybrid. It blends characteristics of simpler structures such as sole proprietorship or partnership with features of more complex corporations. Its primary purpose to provide liability protection to its owners. It has many key characteristics like legal entity, and LLC is a legally separate entity from its owners who are referred to as the members. This separation is the foundation of its liability protection. And the second point is owners are the members. An LLC can have one or more members. A single member LLC has one owner, while a multi member LLC has multiple owners. A state registration, you might file specific documents, usually called articles of organization, with your state's business filing agency, often the Secretary of State, and pay a fee to form an LLC. Operating agreements, while not always required by law, depending on the state, a well-drafted operating agreement is crucial, especially for multi-member LLCs. And this internal document outlines how the LLC will be managed, how profits and losses are distributed among the ownership. What are the advantages of an LLC? First one is the limited liability. This is the star attraction. Because the LLC is separate legal entity, it shields your assets from business debts and lawsuits. If the LLC owes money or gets sued, its assets are generally at risk. Your savings, cars, and house are typically protected. This protection is invaluable for peace of mind and financial security. The second one is taxation flexibility. By default, the IRS treats LLCs similarly to the sole proprietorship or partnership for tax purposes, meaning pass-through taxation. However, LLC often have the option to elect to be taxed at the C corporation or an S corporation. The next one is enhanced credibility and professionalism. Having LLC after your business name often signals a higher level of the seriousness and the permanence to the clients, suppliers, and the partners. And the fourth advantage is easier to raise capital. It also has many disadvantages like more complex and costly setup as compared to the sole proprietorship. And second one, it has more paperwork and the compliance. And then a potential for the self-employment taxes, like sole proprietorship proprietors, LLC members who actively work in the business usually pay employment taxes on their shares of the profits. So these are the basic differences between sole proprietorship and LLCs. Hope this video will be very beneficial for you. Kindly like and subscribe my channel for more informative videos.